Hey everybody, my name is Rodney Parrish. It's my first time recording a YouTube video of myself doing anything. If you've been to this page before, you probably see that it's primarily music uploaded to this page or just random videos. But I think I'm gonna use this page for something else different because I haven't been utilizing it for what I've been wanting to utilize it for. I had this page, this YouTube page, since about, I want to say 2007. So about a year after YouTube was created, I decided to start a YouTube page for whatever reason. And I never used it since then. But now, I think I'm going to talk about something else that's been on my mind, which has been on my mind. Uh, about April of 2019, I was diagnosed with bipolar 1 disorder, depression, and anxiety. I'm currently 32 years old, and that happened when I was, I want to say, about, 2019. So about 7 years ago. So I was approximately 25 years old. You have to excuse me, my mind is not as sharp as it used to be. Yeah, I was diagnosed with bipolar 1 disorder, depression, and anxiety. I'm at this point in my life now where everything is great. I'm glad that I found out I'm diagnosed with such disorders and that have to do with mental health and whatnot. So I just want to make a video just to uh, to broadcast myself, to highlight what I've been through on my journey with with the mental health aspect of things and how it's been going. Um, Also, I want this video to serve as a footholder, excuse me, not a footholder, but a placeholder for future videos in case this video does well. Even if it doesn't, I'm gonna continue going anyway. But I just want maybe this video can help someone, or it can actually, you know, be be a catalyst for you to be able to get your mental health where it needs to be, right? So I'm gonna start. Um, so I was born and raised in Kansas City, Missouri. Seen a lot of stuff at the young age, way before I was even 5 years old. You know, maybe everybody's story is similar, maybe everybody's story isn't. Dealing with seeing things like, seeing people suffer from drug abuse, seeing people suffer from alcohol abuse, people suffering from their family members being murdered, their family members being incarcerated, and things of the sort. And I can't say that, I wasn't affected by any of these things. As you know, growing up in the urban area, it's not it's not what people think it is. Some days you have good, some days you have bad. Um, to add, one of the things that I've dealt with in my life is obesity, right? So when I was younger, in school, I used to get picked on a lot. I used to get bullied, all type of stuff like that. So I think where a lot of this stuff started is somewhat anger or trauma that's never been dealt with. Because as a black man, we were told what to just deal with it. Don't worry about it. But eventually, one day, you're gonna have to deal with it. Eventually, one day, you're gonna have to worry about it because these things can carry on into your adult life, teenage life, or whatever have you, and can cause a tremendous effect on the relationships that you have with people. But back to the bullying part. So I was picked on a lot by everybody I can remember: family members, friends, foes, strangers, people I didn't even know. And as a human being, one of the things that I was taught was to turn the other cheek, or to, don't worry about it too much, don't let it affect you. But eventually, things like this eventually affect you, and when it comes time to it, you're the one that's going to be left there by yourself, picking up the pieces. So I just wanted to make this video to basically bring awareness to mental health issues. For me, I'm just going to speak about bipolar 1 and touch on my depression, anxiety here and there, or is when it calls for it. But basically, I think that by me being bullied and the trauma effects of being bullied basically put me into a situation where I was always angry all the time. And then they say, oh, you got anger issues, this and that, behavior issues. Okay, I can see that, right? I spoke with my father about, my diagnosis in the past before, the past meaning 1 to 3 years ago, and sometimes I talk to him seldomly about it as well. He seems to believe that part of the reason why I have these issues is because of him. It could be, or it can't be. I'm not sure. I'm not here to judge him on that or make him feel guilty or anything like that. But I know what I need to do as a person to get myself together, because it's all on me now. But being bullied and teased and all that trauma didn't do anything but make me an aggressive and angry person. You can ask anybody, I'm the nicest person you can ever meet. And the reason why I didn't even used to just lash out or put my hands on people or try to get revenge or anything like that is because of the way I was raised. You know, but once somebody put their hands on you, all bets are off. It is. And then when I used to yell for police for help saying I was bullied and things like that, they would never believe me because I've always been the one that's basically caught in the act or caught red-handed defending myself. So that went on for years and years and years without getting help for it. It's just, repressing my thoughts. I wasn't doing anything but repressing my thoughts and my feelings at the time. And the older I got, it seemed like the more severe my behavior got and my attitude got and my anger would get. Right? It didn't really start falling off until I got to like 6th grade, 7th grade, somewhere like that. Somewhere in there when I started, I went to school out in Blue Springs School District in 2008. By this time, I believe I was in 7th grade. Yeah, I was in 7th grade. So at this time, the environment is different, people is different, everything is different. To where I didn't have people wanting to fight me just because of my size or what I look like. You had more people out there just chilling and wanting to go to school and handle school business. So from there, it was more of a situation of I can relax now. I can chill. I can focus on my education. I can do what I need to do here. And that was kind of how it went. Didn't have no problems out of school ever since then. But it was more so the outside world of things, right? Your home life, that type of stuff like that. Environments, growing up, people outside of school. So, fast forward to when I was in college. I was in college from around 2012 to 2016 where I finally graduated. It was supposed to be 4 years, but it took me 6 years, but whatever. So, she was like my supervisor and like one of the people that got me a job at the campus. And she always used to say, like, you need to go get help. You are too aggressive. You're too angry. And, you're going to hurt somebody one day. Right? So it's like, when people tell you things like that, please don't ignore them. Because they are not trying to, typecast you or say anything bad about you. They're just seeing things that you don't see. and that woman was seeing things that I wasn't seeing, or I was being, ignoring or not really paying attention to, because I was just taught like men, black men don't deal with their mental health. You know, don't let them people thinking that something's wrong with you when it's not. When something is wrong with me. So I graduated college in May 2018. Started working. Stressful situation after stressful situation after stressful situation. And that's one of the things that's my trigger is stress. It's stress, right? So from the point I graduated up until I got admitted, well, I voluntarily resigned after. I voluntarily signed the paperwork telling me to go to the psych ward. But in 2019, April 2019, I can't even tell you how I even ended up in a 48-hour psych hold. Like, it's something serious, man. It really is. And basically, long story short, I remember everything that happened. I'll share what happened in a different video, not right now. So basically, I was in a 48-hour psych hold in Independence, in Independence, Missouri hospital. And from there, I basically was sleeping off the effects of the Haldol, which they had to shoot me with to get myself back, back right or whatever. And then I sat there, and then I think I woke up, and then the only thing I remember is saying, "Hey, I need some oatmeal and some water." So I'm just sitting in the hospital. At one point in time, I remember when I went to sleep, I woke up handcuffed to a bed. Then when I woke up, I wasn't. I don't know how long I was out. I really don't. So time goes on, probably a few hours pass by, and they come to me and say, "Hey, we got a bed for you. We recommend you to go." And I kind of hesitated at first. I didn't want to go, but they said it was voluntary. So I signed the papers and I went. And then I was probably in there for about 3 days, 4 days maybe. And that's when I was diagnosed with the bipolar 1, depression, and anxiety. And they had some other things on there that was descriptive as well, which I shared in a different video. But that's when I was diagnosed, and then that's when my world changed. Because ever since then, I've been dealing with it the best way I can, man. They didn't prescribe me lithium for the bipolar. That didn't work for me. It's called oxcarbazepine, and I believe it's primarily for people that have seizures, but I guess people with bipolar 1 can take it as well. Hydroxyzine and trazodone to sleep, because I was having sleeping problems as well. So that's kind of basically the startup of what I'm going to tell y'all. I'm going to try to drop a video once every day, but it's not going to be as lengthy as this one is. This is just an introduction. So I'm here today to say that there's nothing wrong as a black man in getting help for your mental health. It's not, man, because a lot of brothers, a lot of black men are in penitentiary because they made some type of decision off of an emotion. Man. Threw their whole life away in 2 or 3 seconds. Off a whole emotion, man. And you don't know how many times I almost been there myself. And I wouldn't want nobody to go through that. I've never been incarcerated. Been arrested once, but still got a clean record, no convictions. Right? And I don't want no one to be in a situation where they have been adjudicated as being mentally defective, because that's real as well. And that's basically like, even though you're not a felon, it's still like you're in prison, you're in jail, because some of those psych wards, man, they reminiscent of just a cell, and they treat you just like you're another person that just came in. So I just want to put this video out today to let y'all know that I'm rebranding this channel, and I'm keeping the music videos or whatnot, but I think this is what I'm using this YouTube page primarily for now. So if you want to give me a follow on Instagram, the link is on my YouTube account. I only have Instagram right now. I have Facebook as well, but I'm primarily on Instagram. So I appreciate you guys for listening. I thank you. I appreciate you, and I hope to see you guys soon.